Hey, what's up guys, it's Davis here back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about should you jump from the S7 to the S8 in 2021. And there are significant reasons as to why you should still do that, like jump from the S8, from the S7 rather, S7H, the Galaxy S8. Right, so guys, if you're new to my channel, please help me and subscribe. And if you end up liking what you see in the video, and also give me a thumbs up, I'll really be grateful for that. Right, starting out with the reasons as to why you should jump from one of these phones to the other. Right, so the first reason I want to give is definitely like the better ergonomics, the build quality is way better on the Galaxy S8. I mean, you have a bigger display, but in a smaller frame, you understand, and a really sleek design, you know, a little bit more modern in comparison, right, as in comparison to the S7H, which really has huge bezels in comparison to the S8, much as the S8 also has a little bit of a big bezels in comparison to modern day phones. Like, yeah, they still have, both of them have bezels, but I mean, still one is worse than the other, right? So the S7H is a bit worse in that case. Yeah, if you're comparing which is what you're doing right now, right? So the bezels are better, at least it looks better, the display looks better on the S8 than on the S7H. And the other thing that you can talk about is maybe the sharpness of the display, right? Both of these have 1440p displays, but when you talk about the PPI, like talking about like the pixel density, it's pretty much higher on the on the Galaxy S8. So yeah, it's a bit sharper and a better looking display, to be honest with you, you know, and it had less pronounced edges, like the curvature of the display, in comparison to the S7, which was really curved, right? So I'll say the display is one good reason to jump. Okay, they're so different, like the displays are not all that different, but I mean, the few differences are significant, like in design and make. Like, this is a sleeker package, eh? The Galaxy S8, it's going to feel better in the hand, the ergonomics are better generally. But the other reasons that you should jump from one to the other is the camera. So definitely talking about especially the selfie camera. So the selfie camera on this was 5 MP on the Galaxy S7. I think that's the time when Samsung changed to the 8 MP selfie camera that is on the is supported on the Galaxy S8. Right, so that's another good reason as to why you should jump from the S7 to the S8 in 2021. Right, so the front-facing camera is way better on the Galaxy S8 than on the on the S7H, especially in tricky lighting situations, just like indoors. You're going to find it way better on the S8. Right, the other reason I could talk about is the face recognition. So with the S7, I don't think it got face recognition, of which the S8 I believe was the first phone by Samsung to have a iris scanner, and it was carried on to the S9 and the Note 9, right? So yeah, I think it introduced iris scanning, which is something you can depend on, versus the S7, which only had a fingerprint scanner and maybe your pin. Yeah, so that's another feature, another good reason as to why you would want to jump from one to the other, and which iris scanning is a really good feature, very solid and safe. So the other reason I could talk about, I could compare the two, why you should jump from the S7H to the S8. I mean, I'll talk about the storage. So most of the A7Hs came with 32 GB of storage internal. Great, so most of them come with 32 GB of internal storage, which wasn't really useful. Like, okay, by modern day standards, it's storage that you're going to struggle with, you know. Good enough, both of them had expandable storage, but I believe the Galaxy S8 had like better storage, having 64 gigs. Yeah, so it was really better, you know. That's a good advantage that would be a good reason for you to like jump from the S7 to the S8. Yeah, that's another good reason. So the other thing I could talk about is maybe the ports used, both of these. Right, so these came with The Galaxy S7 came with the micro USB, and I think the S8 was the first flagship to use the Type-C from Samsung, right? So that's another good reason, you know. Type-C is always more convenient. You don't have to know like what direction the cable is facing, you know. You can easily just use it without any issues. Yeah, so that's another reason I can give. Type-C, and yeah, I think the battery life was also better, right? Though they said whatever, a smaller battery, I mean, there's slightly higher chance that you're going to find an S8 with better battery health as in comparison to the S7 Edge. Yeah, so I think that's another reason I could give. The battery life, I think it's going to be slightly better on the S8, they're not by much, right? And then the software is also another reason. So when you have the S7 Edge, you're going to be stuck on TouchWiz, but at least on the S8, much as you're not going to get the latest and greatest, at least you're going to have a taste of One UI, you know, which is very good. I mean, moving backwards from One UI to the TouchWiz, you can tell a big difference. That's without a doubt. Yeah, but at least with if you get the S8, you're going to have the privilege of getting the latest, okay, like the newer software, which is the One UI. Yeah, which is software you're going to really enjoy. Yeah, so that's about the comparison between these two. I mean, performance, I think, yeah, the S8 is slightly better, not by much, but yeah, you're going to notice the performance difference as well. Maybe you can try out a few apps here and see which will open them better. Let's see. Should I try a game? I don't know if I have many games installed on here. Maybe you can try out one game for that matter and see if there's a significant difference. Okay, let's go and try this Bullet Force game. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, maybe I had never opened it on the S8. Let's go ahead and try that again. Hopefully it didn't disappoint me this time, because I know certainly this should be a better phone in that case. So reopening Bullet Force. 1, 2, 3, go. So as you can tell, yeah, it opened up faster, though slightly, but yeah, still faster on the S8. So yeah, I think that's just about that when it comes to reasons as to why you should jump. So there are still solid reasons as to why, especially the software. You know, One UI was a big improvement over TouchWiz, so I think that's a major reason as to why. Much as both of them are, this has Oreo and this has the Pi, you know, Android 9. Yeah, I think that there are some few reasons as to why you should jump. So I think that's all about the comparison between these two. Performance is still better on these, better cameras, and yeah, the only thing that the S7, okay, I would say that it had better is the loudspeaker. That's the only thing I could say that it had better than the S8. But basically, I think that's it for this video. And guys, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please help me and subscribe. I'll really be grateful. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.